Come on over to the YouTube, huh? All notifications, that right there, Veronica, that part. And if they don't know, now they know. You feel me? Do 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 do. Say the do 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 do, baby. Baby. Okay, let's see. Right there, right there. Night Ride in the building. Good Money Gang. Home team. Southeast Slimmies. He is. The intellectual soapbox is in the building. What's goody like the mob? Let me pin this link up at the top real quick. Like, oh, my computer moving slow today. What the hell is going on? I say, what the hell is going on? Am I trapping? Let me make sure I put this in here one more again. Bong. Oh, there you go. There we go. Now we catching up. Okay. They was playing with my emotions, Smokey. They was playing with my emotions. Jay Pierce is in the building. Good morning to ye. Huh? Oh, Buzzo. What's up with it, Black Shaw? What's goody like the mom family? Everything's everything. You saying who the live? What girl? When? What you talking, Jay? Jay, man. Good Money Gang is in the building. And so it begins. And so it begins. You feel me? Listen, it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. A beautiful day in the neighborhood. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? Won't you be my neighbor? It's Big Phil Speaks. And this is the Good Morning Gang morning show. My lovely co-host, Evolution Brooklyn, will be slipping and sliding on through. Un momento, por favor. Listen. Veronica is in the building. I say she's in the building. What I got on my shirt? Okay, we in the building. Family. I don't have a girlfriend. She already said yes. Yeah, all right. J-Man. Top of the top, Night Rider. Salute. She ain't ready for no situation like that. She be faking. She ain't with the business. Hershey Kisses is in the building. Prada, Young Juice, Eastside Legend. Y'all come on over to the good YouTube. Dream to Reality. Peso Peasy. Come on over. Come on there. Yeah. Can y'all hear me? Make sure y'all hear me. Can y'all hear me? You don't have to ask no more. You know how y'all do. Y'all be having a tater. Listen, yeah, you know what's funny? You know what's funny? Before I start the show, the fact that Sober be utilizing my sayings and things, be saying my little, you know what I'm saying, my little soliloquies, my little haikus, and my little, you know what I'm saying? Tell her I said, y'all tell her I said, stop faking, huh? Stop the bullshittery. Anywho, it's the Good Morning Gang morning show. It's hump day, so I don't care if you're getting off of work, if you're headed to work, if you're looking for work, or you're rolling over looking at your loved one, spouse, or significant or insignificant other like you want to put in work. We here for it all. It's the Good Morning Gang morning show. That's what couples. Oh, now I'm faking her. Now I'm faking her, J-Man. Sabrina, good morning to you. Good morning, gang. Yeah, stop capping. Everything dead is in the building. Listen, Y'all be playing with my emotions, Smokey. Listen, I'm just chilling. I don't want no problems. I don't bother nobody. Hey, Buzzo, let them know. I'm a sleeping giant. I'm a bear. I'm a silverback gorilla, but I'm chilling. I'm, you know what I'm saying? Got me, you know what I'm saying? Some eating treats, and I'm out the way. I ain't bothering nobody. Like your little old yellow chill. You feel me? Y'all come over to the good YouTube. I know y'all. If y'all don't want the world, yeah, okay. A couple strangers, a couple strangers passing by through the night. Oh, what you talking about? Listen, K Commodore, coming over to the YouTube. DJ Mars coming over to the YouTube. Ladies and gentlemen, stop what you're doing if you have not done so. Hit that thumbs up for your boy. One time for the one time. Boop, up. If you're new to the situation and you're trying to figure out what's going on while you're figuring it out, hit that subscribe button. Boop, up. And more importantly, reel back like that, like you got that Hunger Game bow. Boop, up. Hit that notification bell for me. You feel me? So you can be in tune for whenever the Good Morning Gang morning show drop, whenever Feel the Love Fridays comes through, or anything else that I drop on this good channel. I've been saying it for a minute, but I'm about to turn up and provide content, if not daily, every other day on this channel. So make sure you tapped in and subscribe to your boy. I've been talking about it for a good minute. But, you know, for me, if you know, I got to translate money over time, time over money. You feel me? But I'm ready to make some sacrifices and make it happen for you all. You feel me? We don't want to hear about the freaky tales. The first step to recovery is admitting the addiction. What addiction? What you talking? Hey, shout, hey, Buzzo. Don't just hide their picnic baskets. They better leave me alone. Like, that's what's up. I'm glad y'all can hear me now. The reason why I asked because an IG call came in. I don't know why somebody hit me on IG. Probably was an accident or whatever. But but it's all to the good. Listen, there's a lot of information. Where y'all want to start at? Where y'all want to start at today, huh? It's a lot of news, a lot of topic, a lot of things going on. Listen, I heard a story. I'm gonna start it all low. I forget where the Bama is from. The Bama threw his little baby up in the air and let it hit the ground. Talking about they want to toughen him up. I think it was a baby boy. They ought to, man, listen, you lucky I'm on YouTube. And this ain't a legend. It's a news story that I seen all over the internet. I just can't remember the people's name. And maybe I shouldn't want to remember their name. But that Bama need to get dealt with. I'm just saying. I don't care who like it, what critic, what censor don't like it, but he need to be what father, what man would toss their baby up in the air and then purposely let them hit the ground. I don't know if it was grass. I don't know if it was concrete. I don't know if it was dirt. I don't give a figgity what it was. What rational, sane person, let alone man, let alone father, let alone daddy, will let their child, will throw their child. We as fathers, we throw our child up and catch him. Wee, 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 and have fun, right? This no good Bama ass nigga nugger. I got to watch my mouth. Threw that baby up, and I don't know if he turned his back or just let him. I don't know what the hell he did, but that right there is brazy. Brazy. Evolution about to get suspended by X. Oh, there she go right there. She right there. Z. No. Evolution about to get suspended by X. Oh, there she go right there. Hey, look, HR trying to put you on suspension. Look. It could have been me because
I'll be waiting until you see me, Phil.
I wasn't looking down. I was talking about that Bama that threw his child up in the air and let him hit the ground on purpose under the guise of toughening him up. I said, man, what the man? They need to go oops upside this goddamn. You see this bottle right here? They need to take a bottle just like that.
That's crazy.
Right across this goddamn melon. You hear me?
Should be an IQ test to have children nowadays or something. Something got to give a mental evaluation or something.
The judge should give him no bond, and they should put him in the roughest unit in whatever little county jail or jail they at, and then let them have at that knocker. Huh?
Crazy. Yeah, that's crazy. And
put him on the top tier and let them hoist him up and throw him off so he can toughen up. Huh?
Crazy. Good morning, y'all. Good morning.
That's your drink, Veronica. Veronica. I like that too, but I more so like that 1942. Oh, you know, it is what it is. Vino Diva, Notorious. I see you in the building. Hey, my beautiful, lovely co-host, Evolution Brooklyn, in the house without a. How you feeling this morning?
I'm good. I'm in a good mood. I got some things going on tonight. So I'm in a great mood. I can honestly say, it's going to be a good day, a good night. So I'm prepared,
Lady Coco, come on over. Y'all come on over. Hold up. You had a good night. So what happened?
Well, yeah, and even tonight I got some things planned, for my career,
Okay, cool.
I'm getting back to the music,
I'm thinking you talk about you was, dropping it like it was hot last night or something.
No, I rested because tonight is going to be a long night. So I rested, and I was able just to just get in tune more with myself and what I want to do. So I know, yeah, what's gonna be a little party, and so I take a video, show y'all a little bit tonight. Y'all know I like to record around me and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm getting back into, going back into the DJing and getting back on the mic and just getting back to myself, getting back to more money. You know what I'm saying? So
Dip DJ Destiny. Evolution in the house.
Yes.
Harry said, do you sing or rap?
Well, I actually sing, but I'm not like one of those like recording artists. I'm not looking to make no career out of it or nothing like that. I hold a pretty note though. People do like
you hold a pretty note.
Y'all hold a pretty good note. It's almost like, and I'm loud, so it's almost like concert singing, kind of.
So when we gonna get a taste of that?
Well, you can look at my page. Some of it's on my page already. Some of it, a little snippet of it.
I do a little song. Damn page Evolution.
Yeah, I hold a pretty little note though.
About to make you YouTube famous. What you talking? Daz or D said they send you sing. They must have seen it on your page or whatever. I got to check it out though, for real. If you remember, tag me to it so I can see it. Is it far down or?
Okay, no, it's actually up towards the top. You'll see it. It's like maybe 6-7 videos down. But I sing deep. That's why I don't say I sing, because my voice is a little deep when I sing. Like I'm more of a
Layla Hathaway. She be in that register a lot of times. That little low situation.
Yeah, it's not like my talking voice.
You know who Jessica Reedy is?
No, but I'll look into it. I definitely will.
She on Sunday best at the time, but she got one of them voices too, like a low register voice. You know what I'm saying? Can sang, not sing, but sang. But she be in that low register, getting her little tenor.
Like it's weird. It's weird to me when people get quiet. I know they're okay with it when they get quiet. Because for some reason, when I say our first couple of notes, people would get like instantly quiet. And I'm like, I don't know if they like it or they don't, which makes me nervous.
They probably like, hold up. I wasn't expecting that from her.
If you be like, like it's like that. So I'm like,
because I'm happy. Tracy T in the building. I see you.
Hey, good morning, y'all. Now I can see the comments.
Look, Dan's talking about we have another one. Buzzo. Tony Braxton. That's another one that kind of singing that kind of.
Yeah, it's deep. Yeah, it's a deep voice.
Factor one though.
Yes.
We're not handing out chains. just because anymore, right? Flights by
I can't get no bow wow wows. Kind of like bow wow wows.
Would you take these bow wow wows to wear around your neck? I do.
Looking forward to that.
God damn it. Damn it.
Oh,
Hey,
man.
man, stop the bullshit. For those that are wondering what she's talking about, another good homie, God's gift, has surmised this, have come up with this master plan for this show, outside of what Evolution and B Love had talked about at the time, for the Love of Phil show. And for those that don't recall, you know how at the end they do this whole spiel and they invite women to come up and get a chain or whatever. And for me, it would be like, do you got love for your boy Big Phil Speaks? And they be like, yeah, I do. Would you take these bow wow walls and wear upon your and they will say, yeah, I will. And then I'm supposed to say, have at it. As they put a chain around the neck, they got hanging balls, hanging nutsack from it. You can always say these bow wow. So that's the inside joke of it all. But man, I don't think I could ever do a show and do that part, because that I'm gonna be laughing every.
Well, you definitely can't do it now, Phil.
Why? Why can't I?
Hey, I ain't had no country girl choke me. I'm a country girl. I know how that feel.
Hold on. First of all, I'm gonna need clarity to this matter.
I don't want no problem. I'm a whole gangster, and I still don't want no problems, especially when I don't have to have none.
Single life.
Please stop saying that, sir.
You said what? Look, y'all gonna stop putting me with people that look. Oh Lord, hey, forever low key. Lord have mercy.
Okay, Shy, ain't trying to get hit by no stray bullet. The bullets don't have no names on them.
Hey, Charlotte, don't be saying nothing about no damn right. Don't be saying nothing about no damn right. All right. Hey, Miss A Block. Listen. Until y'all hear otherwise, about anybody, your boy is single.
It's not what your mouth says, it's what your actions say. It's not your mouth.
Let me turn my hat back so y'all.
Now, me, it might have been my mouth, but you, it's your actions.
Hold up, you said
it's always my mouth, but you, it's your actions.
What my actions say? My actions say, "Good morning to ye." That's what my actions say. I don't know what nobody else. Listen. Y'all need to stop the bullshittery. I'm gonna get her in here and then want you to say yes. Hey, Veronica, don't.
I see a lot, Phil. I'm everywhere. Just remember that.
Too, but
I'm in every room. Every room. I be doing research.
I be everywhere too, but I ain't been there. Sandarillas, Cherish Coco, y'all come on for a bird. Come on over to the YouTube. Charlotte was written all over your face.
All right.
To the 14 plus. What is the 14 plus? What's that? Hey, Buzzo.
Oh, the phone. She needs a new phone. Yeah. I got the 14 plus. Yeah, she needs a new phone.
Buzzo, they trying to lock a good man down. They trying to lock a good man down. Tell him, Buzzo. We cut different, Buzzo. Listen, you know.
Des, is her walls encrusted in gold and diamonds? They got diamonds on them.
Hey, Vino, don't do me that like that, Vino Diva. Don't do me like that. Especially when she had that black. Listen, you seen one, bro. You seen them all. Listen.
Hey, champion.
So much I want to say, but I can't. Hey, champion, what's goody like the mom? I was eating breakfast, but I was like, Good morning, Slim. Good morning.
Can I ask the women something before I forget it? I know all
Yeah,
the
please
ladies not
do.
in
Please
here.
do.
But are y'all getting like hit up like on Instagram with where we all know each other from? Are y'all getting hit up by like people in the service, like DMs by like servicemen, like military men and
No, that's
army
you.
men?
That's you.
Is
They
it
just
just
see you
me?
acting out.
Have they heard
Hold
about
on. I
my
can't,
fetish?
can't speak for other ladies, so let me digress. But you know,
like is it just shy? Is it just me? Because I'm noticing a very high influx of of military. I know how I feel about military men. Military men, men from the army. Are y'all getting that in y'all DMs?
you
Like,
want you want somebody
hey,
to put some PT on you, huh?
hey,
A
hey,
physical training.
they're trained killers. Yeah, you know I like the killers. Yeah, and I've been doing this thing like send me a picture. I'm about to start saying send me a picture with the newspaper in it. Yeah, well, we ain't got no newspaper. Something with the date on it or something. You know what I'm saying? But I've been pleasantly surprised that what I've been noticing, what I've been seeing, what I've been talking to. So okay. That single like.
Shaw said
Right.
no. Shaw said it's because they heard about that cucumber. That's what.
Oh, is it a cucumber? I'm
Going
gonna do
on these
some more
streets.
videos with the cucumber, but I ain't want to offend people. But it's on a if you know basis, right? Because a lot of people don't know what the cucumber is. Now you see me holding it or double hand with it, then you may understand. Which is something that I do to keep the motion going. But yeah, I'm saying I can just hold it in my hand.
Going.
I kind of hold it next to my face, but yeah, I can move it. I can move it. I like to.
Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. You hear me? Lord have mercy.
I'm gonna start working into my reels. Because it's people on different lives that be talking about cucumber, but I don't know if they know exactly what I'm talking about when I say it. But instead of saying like eggplant and stuff, they started to do the cucumber thing. So I'm like, okay. They be having awful.
You got a whole branding thing going on, huh? Like, forget the eggplant. It's all about the cucumber. Okay.
Cucumbers. Yeah. So let me ask you something. You were talking about
hey, Buzzo. She different, Buzzo. Look.
Yeah, you gotta go to my page. Follow me on Instagram, Evolution Brooklyn, and I may do a video explaining what that cucumber really, really is. But it might shock a couple of people because they think I'm such a little angel.
Lord of mercy, Lord of mercy.
Yeah, I wake up every morning feeling some type of way.
You feel me? You feel me? Look, hey, Buzzo, he said, sounds good to me. Listen. hey, follow her and let her know what Black Lavender who Black Lavender is, Buzzo.
Hey.
Talk to her, Buzzo.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Sha. I get excited when I hear about cucumbers. All right, we're gonna get back to the news. Because I'm hot. Okay, look. Phil, where was that at? That the guy threw his son out? Because that's like
I didn't catch the when, and because I read it, it's stuck in my brain, but I just kind of got off of it because it pissed me off so bad. It pissed me off so bad because I was just like, what kind of man, what kind of individual, what kind of person gallivanting as a father or daddy would do some dumb shit like that? Like throw your child up in the air and let him hit the ground, talking about you toughening him up. But man, he should get. I'm telling you, he should get all the dog-ish beat out of him. That's a fact. What's up, Moon?
I don't know why they just don't just put these kids up for adoption if you don't want them. Like it's somebody that will take them. Like especially babies. At one time, I was looking for babies to adopt. I still am actually. I would rather adopt it than have it myself. But
I don't think his dumbass was trying to not have the baby. But in his stupid, I don't know if he was high or not logic. I guess the baby cried a lot or something. And I don't know how old, how young the baby is, but in his stupid ass, insane logic, oh, I'm gonna throw my child up and let him hit the ground. And that's gonna toughen them up. Like, as fathers, we do this, play with it. But to purposely toss your baby up and that is unconscionable. It's crazy.
What did the mother say about this? Where was the mother?
I don't know. She should have been the first one to grab the knife. She should have grabbed that pig. She should have grabbed that pig poker that Charleston White had and went and got busy. That's what she should have.
Yes. I don't think nobody would have blamed her either. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a couple of years I would gladly take. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy. Like, you try to kill my child, especially after all women go through to have these children. Like, that's crazy to me.
That part definitely should be dealt with. I couldn't be around nobody like that because I couldn't. I'd lose my freedom. I'd lose my freedom. That's crazy. Okay. Y'all come on over to the good YouTube. Hey.
Well, if we are talking about did y'all hear that Bob Barker died? I just found that out.
Yeah, I meant to say that on Monday. All right.
Yeah, I was like,
Bob Barker. Come on down. It's your turn.
I like Bob,
No,
I was just like,
on The Price is Right.
So some of y'all too young. I'm pretty sure everybody know The Price is Right. You know what I'm saying? But I was just like,
Bob Barker was one of the smoothest TV hosts ever. You little thin white dude, you know what I'm saying? But he was kind of, so I can tell he was knocking some of them contestants back behind.
What?
You didn't win the grand prize, but I got another prize that you could.
Hey.
if the price is right. Feel me? Hey, Miles. Hey.
I was like, oh my God, like, and it was a couple of jobs. I just didn't report them. Like, the Cha-Cha Slide guy, he had died. I never reported on that.
That's a fact. He died too. To the left, to the right. And he had made another dance too. I saw too, like when they was talking about it. It was people doing another type of line dance that he had put together. I said, brother was like a little ingenious little dude when it came to that. Bobby Steele's uncle, never.
Yeah. That's a story I want to report later, but it may be a little, I don't know if I really want to report it because it appeals to one race of woman and not the other. So that's why I'm like, I don't know if it, but I'll think about it as I'm reporting stuff.
Bray Wyatt. I'm not too hip to him. I just know that he was a wrestler, and I think he was like 30-something years old. I think he died of a heart condition or whatever, like a heart attack or congestive heart failure or something to that nature or whatever. But that's why we got to be careful. I'm a little bit older, so I definitely have to be on my P's and toes when it comes to health health things or whatever.
Yes.
But don't think because you're young that you out of the water when it comes to possibilities happening to you, as far as your health.
Yes.
So make sure you stand on it and make sure you goody like the mob.
Yes. I've been looking all morning at this hurricane.
How's it doing? Has it intense? Does it become more intense?
Well, it's a category 3 right now, right? They said
upgraded from what I saw.
In a couple of hours it'll be like a category 4, right? Mm-hmm. Governor DeSantis he reported a state of emergency in 49 counties. You know what I'm saying? In Florida, he said 28 of them should be evacuated due to unsurvivable conditions. Like whoever stay over there, they're not gonna survive.
What part?
They need to get to higher ground, so they too low to survive.
What part have they said?
Now it was a long proceeding. I could find it, but I just didn't report it. But they had like the warning from I think it was Cancun all the way to if I'm not mistaken, I can find it though. It was like a certain part of Georgia, like where it was. I guess the rains.
Oh wow!
Yeah, they said 15. like they said it was like 15 miles away or something like that. But you know what was, and I report more. They said I call her Dahlia. I hope I'm saying that right.
Dolly.
They said it could make landfall as a category 4 with winds over 130 miles per hour. Now, they said it's gonna do catastrophic damage because it could like shift homes, take out power, so these people won't have anything, water, gas, nothing. So now this is the thing. I was looking at because I keep over the week, over the week I keep looking. I was just so disappointed at the people that chose to stay in their house. You get what I'm saying? Because it was older, the elderly and stuff like that. I thought it should have been something where they have to leave. Like you have to make them leave. You know what I'm saying? Because it was a guy on TV and he was like, "Oh, I'll be all right. I'm going to stay here with my property." I'm like, I don't know nothing in my life as far as material that I would die for. You know what I'm saying? Like
man, listen. TV can be be replaced. The bed can be replaced, but your ass, your life cannot be replaced. Period.
Yeah, I was just like, this is so sad.
I know somebody that's in Florida, and they were saying at the time it was still just a tropical storm, so it definitely upgraded or whatever since then. And I think it's on the side that they live on too. So if they smart, they get the hell up out of there. If not,
it was just crazy to me. And they had like one place of shelter, right? That they kept reporting, and just that, because I'm gonna be honest, it wasn't us, or it wasn't like damn, I hate to say that. It was like I don't even want to call them others. It was a lot of I ain't say the others, that sound bad. It was a lot of Caucasian people on the TV, and they were saying how they were like just shaking when they talk, like grown men. I just never seen people so scared before.
About the storm?
I was like, he's shaking. Yes. And one guy said, he had been in his house 13 years, and he was gonna stay close to it. I'm like, are you crazy? Even the reporter was ready to go. I was just like, are you? They were like, well, we'll come back if it's still here and report and see how you guys is doing. I was like, what? I'd have been out behind the reporter. Damn that. You always get another house. I'm pretty sure that they have means to get another house. I'm pretty sure these houses have insurance on them. You get what I'm saying? Grab your valuables and go. You know what I'm saying?
Man, get the hell out of Dodge. Like, man, listen. I get it. Some people might not have it, the wherewithal or whatever. And you just got to kind of say, I got to stick and stay. But for all the sane, rational people that have a car, that have a way to get the hell out of Dodge, they can get out of Dodge and try to help somebody else get out of Dodge. Go further inland or go to another state, get you a motel or a hotel or something for a couple of days. You know what I'm saying? Just to make sure you and yours are safe, and pray and hope that when you get back, your residence or your humble abode will still be a humble abode when you get back. You know what I'm saying? Don't just sit there and stick and stay and then risk your life, because it ain't worth all that.
It ain't worth it. Nothing I can say I put in the house is worth it. And if in New York, that you got to be ready to go at a drop of a hat sometimes, and all your stuff is movable. Like all my stuff that I really want, I know I can't get back, is leaving the house with me. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't play that, but because of the life I live, I stay ready. You know what I'm saying? So that's something different. But I don't know, right? But I've been. This is gonna sound so heartless, but trust me. I mean, no disrespect by this, no disrespect. But I've been seeing a lot of people talk real crazy about New York. You know what I'm saying? I see a lot of people talk real crazy about Northerners. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to be honest. Our bricks cannot be moved. That's all I'm going to say.
I don't listen. Be careful what you say. Be careful what you say. Because listen, there's certain things, like, how can I put this? There's certain areas that are not used to certain types of storms and certain type of natural disasters. And if, God forbid, they get hit with one of these that other areas are used to dealing with, that's going to tell whether or not the structures of those buildings are sound enough to withstand those type of situations. Because
I'm glad you said that.
in
Sandy.
some states, New York, Chicago, where they got them big ass high rises, like the Empire State Building at a time. What's the one in Chicago? They say when the wind get hella heavy, that the building actually does this
Yeah.
move. So just imagine, and that's not even hella heavy wind. Just imagine you get 100 something, 130 some odd mile wind. That's a lot of pressure, and pressure bust pipes.
You know, I went through Sandy, right? And I thought it was over. Remember Sandy? I don't know if y'all remember Sandy, right? You know what I did
Oh
the
yeah,
whole time with Sandy? I looked out the window and I worried if my car was going to get hit by a tree. Nothing. You know what I'm saying? And thank the Lord to get hit my car. I always keep good insurance on my cars. But I was just like, yo, you know what I'm saying? They talk about us so crazy, but we don't go through none of this stuff. You know what I'm saying? You
you
know,
know what?
and I hear the rats and the pissy, you know what I'm saying? But we good. That's
You know
why we
what's
pay
you
the
know what's
extra
funny?
money.
I look at it the same way with DC or whatever. A lot of bad weather foregoes DC. Um, and I almost think that it's something more to it as to why
Oh, yeah.
that it doesn't. Every now and again we get hit with a little something, but on the day when we get hit by like full on the brunt of like some heavy ass storm or category 4 or something or better, it's gonna be a problem. Especially with the
Yeah.
way
And it's
that they're
coming.
constructing houses now. The way they're constructing houses now aren't as good as
Yes.
the way they constructed houses years ago. So it's gonna be disasters or whatever. It's gonna.
Yeah.
I remember back in the days when I was hustling out on the block, and it was a real bad storm or whatever. There was a remnants of a hurricane, and we was under a bus stop, the little bus stop booth or whatever.
Yeah. Go on in.
Because believe it or not, storm, rain, sleet, snow, they come to get them results. We was out there getting it. We just moved. We just moved. The wind was crazy, like trash cans and newspaper uh
Yeah.
things was sliding and going up the street. We just moved out of the booth right across the street. A telephone line got knocked loose and hit it and blew it the hell up. And
See?
the
Yeah.
glass came almost at bullet rate across the street. So much though that it planted into the backside of the bus stop or whatever. And
Wow.
we were just sitting there. We would have been shrapnel. We would have got, it was like
Yeah.
somebody
They're
came through
gone.
the gauges and tore us up. And I think the wind was about 100 miles an hour then, about 100 at that time. We should have never been out there. We
That's
were
crazy.
young and stupid, getting it, but young and stupid. But just imagine, man, some of these people that go through, all
Yeah.
because it'd be the wind, it'd be the water, it'd be like you said, the debris, trees, and sand,
Yes.
and all that. Them things is like
Yes.
big ass throwing stars and big spears and coming at you. People get dealt with. Leave your
Yeah.
homes if you down there near all this. Go on,
Yes.
go on, get in your car. You know what I'm saying? And go up the road. It might be too late to get on the Greyhound, Peter Pan, or the Mega Bus or whatever. But
Yeah.
listen, get your behind
Get the
up out of
shelter.
the room. It's better to
Yeah.
be safe than sorry. Lock everything down that you need to lock down. Put some boards up if you can, and just go on up the road for a minute. Make it a time where you might be able to go visit some family or something if you have any,
Right. Right.
or look at it as a mini vacay just to get away, so you ain't stressing. You be stressing over, is my house gonna be all right when I get back? But it's better safe than sorry. And
Yes.
even though we're from areas, me and you, where we don't get hit the hardest by like the remnants of these storms, we still
Yeah.
got to be mindful and prayerful for those that are, because life
Yes.
is precious, life is
Definitely.
short, and yeah.
Definitely. I just felt bad for the people that like didn't have, I guess they feel like they didn't have anywhere to go. That's why I was happy that they did like have shelters and stuff like that. And I thought about it because like me, I don't have no family. So, you know what I'm saying? I depend on myself. I got to do everything for myself. Where would somebody like me go? And I was happy that they had shelter for them. You know what I'm saying? Or somewhere for them to go. It was just tragic that they chose, like some people chose not to, use it. Could you imagine being at storm by yourself and you elderly? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was crazy. one guy was like how, he kept checking on his neighbor because his neighbor didn't want to go nowhere. I was just like, that's crazy. That's even sad that you got to leave him behind. You know what I'm saying? Some people are like that. They rather die in their house, they've been in their house all their life. They rather go in their house, so.
They be acting like they in the end of a movie when that super tidal wave is coming to take over a whole continent. And they they want to have that romantic moment where they face the storm or face the atrocity and die together. Man, that's a movie. Get your ass up and hell on. Grandma, grandpa, youngin, whoever. Get your ass on. It ain't your moment to go. You ain't gonna be no martyr. You ain't gonna be no superhero. Oh
yeah, come on now.
They faced the storm head on. They stood right there while the wave overtook them.
Crazy.
That get your ass the hell on.
Yeah. I always go back to the story where remember the people were stuck on the house, or I don't never tell this story good, but you remember the story. And you have to help me with this, Phil. Remember the people was on the house, and the Lord kept sending rescue for them, and they kept waiting on God. They end up dying. You remember that story? I gotta figure out what story that is, because I tell it all the time.
Was it part of Katrina? No. It
was a Bible. I gotta find where in the Bible that is. Can somebody help me with that? It just shows that it's like faith without works is dead. You know what I'm saying? So you wait on God all your life and nothing happens. It's not God's fault. You didn't move. You didn't work towards, your blessing, your goal. You know what I'm saying? You didn't move. It's the boat story. Yeah. See, people, where's that from? Harry, help me. Because I always quote it and people know what I'm talking about, but I never knew where that story was. I'm gonna ask my pastor. I said I never will walk up on him again, but I may walk up on him and ask him where that story is.
You looking for an excuse or a reason. Don't do it.
Yeah, I'm single. You know what I'm saying? We holler at the pastor, ask him about these stories. You know
what I'm saying? Alert church security.
You ain't get the laying hands,
Oh, Lord, somebody warn the pastor.
He's definitely gonna need that holy water. He's definitely gonna need that holy water.
Damn it.
Yeah. Yes. Okay, so Mr. Best said it wasn't a Bible verse. He says just a moral story. Okay, so that's good. Okay, because I was like, I ain't never seen it in the, Thank you, Mr. Best.
Stay away from Pastor Macbeth or whatever his name is, Pastor McBride or Pastor Brawley. Whatever. Who?
Brawley.
Pastor Brawley.
Pastor Brawley.
You stay the hell away from Pastor Brawley before he end up like that other pastor in Brooklyn and be in a scandal. Look, this young lady got their hands on them, and we got pictures of them. They doing salacious at Central Park. So goddamn well.
All they have to do is go to my page. They gonna see that cucumber and understand why he backslided.
Because you was sliding that back onto him. That's what.
Hey, all that back.
Oops, I was trying to walk by. Oops. Look, man, look.
Yes.
What the?
Thank you, Moon. Yes. God save
Push Talk Radio. Yep. Happy belated birthday, Moon. Brother.
That's it. That's the one.
What song did Tina Marie sing? What you mean? Magic. Tina Marie sung a bunch of different songs. Fire Desire with Rick James.
Yeah, which one? Yeah,
Square Biz. Square Biz.
That was my name.
Yeah.
Yeah. Santa. Oh, okay. Santa Clara by the University. Why does that sound so familiar to me? I don't know. I thought maybe I had a story of it. I don't think so. It was a North Carolina story that I had about an Asian student. He shot the professor, but they didn't really say why. It was just like they're gonna update it later. I don't know if y'all heard about that, but that just happened. I don't know what Santa Clara is. By the Levi Stadium. Okay. Good morning, Rich.
And I saw somebody say, Vino Diva, I think that was you talking about the Bay Area. We got to worry about a damn earthquake every 50 to 100 years. That, sir, the lie detector said that's a lie. Because when I was in California, I sure enough experienced a couple, and then shortly after I left is when that big one happened. That pancake. I think it was either 580 or 880 on the other jump. Listen,
That's crazy. That's crazy.
we got.
Um,
Go ahead.
I'm sorry, go ahead, Phil.
I would say we got a visitor in the back. I can bring him up
Okay.
now after the next story, whichever you want to do.
Okay. You want me to make it short?
No,
There are. I just want to know how y'all feel about this Comet family. Can you tell me in the comments? They're saying that there's concerns now about Biden's age, as well as Trump's age now, right? They said that 77% of all Americans have an issue with the president's age now. What do y'all think about that? Is it a problem? Have all the
well,
presidents been old as hell? I'm just
I don't.
saying.
I don't think Biden's gonna run for another term. I don't think he is, and I don't think that he should. Um, I think the age thing should come into play depending on the physical and mental faculties of the candidate or whatever the case may be. Because you got somebody that might not be able to walk though that is of sound mind and they can operate from a wheelchair. Matter of fact,
Right.
there's been a couple presidents that have operated with physical ailments, if I'm not mistaken, in their tenures or whatever. But once you get past a certain age and your mental capacity starts slipping, it's time to move on out of the way because you might make an irrational or unsound decision that could affect us all or whatever, you know. So you never know. You never know.
Do you think that his mental capacity is going? I don't think so.
Who? For
Biden. I
Biden?
just think that
I,
he's not making a decision that people want him to make. Because I just think he did a glorious thing for sick and disabled people, elderly people. I don't know if y'all heard about that. Um, and I was following this story because, like, a lot of us are on some of these drugs. Y'all heard about Biden lowering the drug costs, about 10 prescriptions for seniors, for, disabled people, people with heart conditions, diabetes, mental issues. And the funny thing about it is he's only getting like pushed back, not because it's a terrible thing to do, because if you have Medicaid and stuff, they said these people are paying over $96,000. I'm sorry, $9,600 in just drug prescriptions a year. That's a lot. If you were elderly, you get what I'm saying? Like, we ain't millionaires. You get what I'm
but,
saying?
but you got to look at it too. Like the president's got a think tank around them. They got their cabinet and their personal advisors. A lot of times they the ones that put together some of these bills and these programs or whatever. So he might just be the figurehead. He might not have actually. This might not be his baby for real. And but it's supposed to help his legacy, so to speak. But there's been time on open podium he's kind of come across like he's had a moment of dementia or senile, being senile or whatever the case may be. Um, could be an act, or could be the beginnings of something setting in. Um,
That's
I
true.
don't wish
That's true.
bad on nobody like that, but at the end of the day, if I don't care if they 90 years old, if they're physically there, mentally there, and they can deal with the rigors of being the president, have at it. But if
Right.
not, and the likelihood of that happening at them ages are slim, very slim. If anybody I thought that should have been in office as an older man should be Bernie Sanders. I'm just saying. Bernie
Well, yeah,
Sanders.
they
Like
all old
politics.
though. When did
But
we get so sensitive about them being old all of a sudden?
and that's the thing too. We need fresh blood. We need young blood.
Yeah.
We need somebody young to get in the office. And I don't necessarily mean 50 and 60, but maybe even younger than that. Somebody that's lived a little bit enough and understands world politics enough, domestic politics, the plights of what's going on in our neighborhoods, all across the board that could lead us into a brighter future or whatever. Will that day come? Who knows? Who knows? Would America be willing and ready to receive a younger person As a president, who knows? I'll say this. I never thought that there would be a black president in my lifetime. I knew that there would probably one day be a black president, but I never thought I'd see it in my lifetime. And yet I saw it, even though it happened during the time when nobody really wanted to take the mantle because of how Bush carried it or whatever. Yes. But I think we need new fresh blood in the room, whatever.
Yeah, that's very true. Because I'll be honest, like I think he won me over because I met him twice. You know what I'm saying? Ooh. And I had to like usher him, while he was traveling because I work in travel.
Who,
and
your boyfriend?
No, Biden actually. If I met Trump, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, but Biden was really nice. He shook my hand. You know what I'm saying? He tried to talk to me. You know what I'm saying? But I had to walk in front of him because he had like the Secret Service and stuff, whatever, behind him. But he tried to hold a conversation. Very nice man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and he was shaking a little bit. You get what I'm saying? But I'm thinking, I don't know if that was his old age, his nerves, because like I saw the people on TV shake this morning as they were talking. You know what I'm saying? So you never know what that is, but he was a really nice guy both times. You know what I'm saying? But, I really think that a lot of those decisions are not all him. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, he just takes the brunt of all that. But I think this whole drug thing he's doing, and it's upsetting people. It's upsetting like people that invested, like the farm, the big farm, and stuff like that. Of course. But it's a whole bunch of medication. If y'all want me to tell y'all what it is, it's a whole bunch of medication, down to insulin, to blood pressure, medication, and everything. Like it's gonna help people. You get what I'm saying? And if it ain't about money, people don't want to deal with it. You know what I'm saying? But these people are dying because they can't get their medications. I think it's a beautiful way to, if you're trying to go into the next, couple of years as the president, it's a great move. And it don't be for everybody, but
why you think marijuana hasn't been like fully pushed and cleared across the board? Because they know that it would affect. Hey, Nikki, it would affect big pharma, the companies, as well as the investors that invest so much money into big pharma. But people got to understand, right? The same way with technology and keeping up with the times and keeping up with what's going on across borders, across the world. We're supposed to be a cutting edge country that's leading the way with a lot of things or whatever. But you got other countries that pay for the health care for their residents. There's other parts of the other countries that you might not want to live a part of, but when it comes to health care, they'll provide health care for every one of their constituents. And I think Canada, if I'm not mistaken, pays for the health care for their residents too, but I'm not sure. Y'all can correct me on that if I'm wrong.
I don't know. I think Canada was semi-free, wasn't it? I think they pay through their taxes or something like that, right? It's weird how they do it.
It could be. Yeah. It could be. I just think we need new, fresh blood. We need somebody good. And the problem with politics is most politicians in some capacity ain't good people. In most capacity, not all people, and some people enter into politics with a good head on their shoulders and good mindset, but they're tempted and swayed by lobbyists, money, greed, and other things, gangsters, etc., etc. But for us to continue to thrive as the United States and as a front-running country, we have to get new blood in there. Stop going all the time for these old men, you know what I'm saying, whose thought process is antiquated, and they try to act like they're forward thinkers, but that some of them really are not. And some of them play the game to get in the office and do what the hell they want once they get in the office. So, it's up to us. Like I said, and it don't start at the top. It starts from the local races. It starts from your aldermen, your governors, your mayors, your city council, your ward council, et cetera, et cetera. Don't let it be, okay, I'm voting for the presidency and that's the only thing that matters. No, that's not. It really isn't. Trust me. Mm-hmm. Hey, CLBBNY. Hey, Cassie. I'm going to bring somebody up if you don't mind.
Sure.
You said sure.
Yeah, it's my friend.
So, Box, what's good? Hey, B.
Hey, Mr. Best.
Hey, family, what's going on?
Sorry about the wait, brother.
Morning, morning. It's all good.
Thank you for your patience.
How are you? You know, it's
I'm
hump
doing
day.
good. Don't start evolution. Um,
she's
um,
she's always on, never off.
I got a question for Big Phil, man, because I don't live in DC, so I don't kind of know the
Sure,
logistics of everything that goes on.
sure.
So, as the election is about to come up next year, um, what changes in the city? Like, what changes in the city, and like what happens during that time? Is it a madhouse? Is it business as usual? Like, what goes on during that time?
It ain't a whole lot that changes in the city aspect of it. Same thing happens in the hood every day. Same thing, life goes on. However, downtown in certain areas, you have more galas, more events, more political affairs going on, caucuses and things of that nature. You get more activity down, near the Capitol and White House and certain buildings and certain, but most times it's business as usual. You'll like only like blocks and shit might get shut down, like when you have the president or somebody, a dignitary coming through. But that's usually downtown or whatever, depending on the direction they come in, which isn't usually from uptown, and it usually isn't from like greater southeast either. They come straight across maybe the VA side, and then come in, kind of right to the White House or one of those buildings, the Capitol, et cetera, et cetera. But it's business as usual for the most part.
Oh, okay, okay. I thought that, like they were shutting things down and
They
blocking
don't.
streets off and all that.
Well, they block off certain little streets around certain things for certain functions and affairs, but the places
Okay.
they block off are in what we call downtown DC anyway. Um, and only thing that's affected maybe is some party spots that are down, like a couple lounges, et cetera, et cetera. But the general like life where everybody live and is chilling, partying, live, whatever the case may be, isn't affected at all. It isn't.
Got you. Have you been to like to the White House or any of those places
I have.
before?
I have.
Mm,
I
okay.
remember the White House when it wasn't so cordoned off, where you could walk right up to the front gate, where cars drove right past it, like it didn't have it blocked off. I think 9/11 is what changed all that or whatever. But up until that time, you could actually drive cars like right past the front gate of the White House, like it was nothing. And I always wondered why it was so open and free. But for me, growing up there, it just seemed like nothing. But yeah, I've been on White House grounds or whatever. You know how they had them little Easter egg hunts and all that years ago when
Mm-hmm.
I was young, and I got taken to one. Met Jeffrey from Toys R Us, the little giraffe. I met tattoo,
Ah,
the plane from
Oh,
Fantasy
yeah.
Island.
Fantasy Island. Yeah,
Met
Fantasy Island.
many moons ago, many years ago. You feel me? That part, hey, right now, right, a little more activity downtown, but nothing really changes. That's a fact.
I'm fascinated with DC because I want to go like to the museum. I want to see how it is down there. Like, you know what I'm saying? I found there's a lot of people on the gram that live there, and I got a lot of offers to be taken to the museum. So I was like, maybe I might
A
do
lot of
that. Like,
offers to be taken. Huh? What you talking about?
yeah, because
The National
everybody know
African
I'm
American Museum.
fascinated.
You
Yes,
talking about
I'm fascinated with that museum.
DC is a wonderful place. It's very eclectic. Um,
Nightlife.
not no matter what your thing is, as far as art and culture, there's a museum for you. The only thing that I think DC is lacking on is like an aquarium situation. They have an aquarium, but it's some shit.
Oh.
The best aquarium is in Baltimore, in our region or whatever, in our area. But the National African American Museum, the National History, the Museum of History, the what's it the Space Museum. That's a dope place, or whatever the case may be. It's a lot of things, and in these last few years with the changes of gentrification, some good has come out of it because now you got a lot of smaller like cafes and lounges or whatever, which is giving people more opportunities to give different types of food and things of that nature. And it ain't all being taken up by white, Indian, Chinese, Asian, I'm sorry, et cetera, et cetera. But you're getting some little little spots that black folks are open, both vegan and traditional menus as well as exquisite menus. So I would say make sure that you all, yeah, if you want to come to DC, come through DC. But it takes more than a couple days to really get a grasp of DC. A lot of people come to DC on both bus trips or 1 day, 2 day affair and think that,
Okay.
they wonder why I wasn't able to see this, I wasn't able to do that, because it's a lot to do
Okay.
in DC and around DC. That's a fact.
Yeah. Keisha said you should be our tour guide. She said she want to go too.
I could do that. Look, I'll be one of
We
the
will
flyers.
make a day of it.
I'll be one of the flyers tour. You know what I'm saying, guys? over this jump over here. We got some famous that
Yeah, I want to try that mambo sauce too.
I listen. I would take you to the best places to get it. Not that sweet and
Yeah.
sour bullshittery either.
Yes, I'll be down for that. Keisha, holla at me. I'll be down for that. What? Because I just want to do different things. You know what I'm saying? And like y'all talking about aquarium, it's nothing like Mr. Best. It's nothing like the Coney Island aquarium. Like that's the
Oh,
most
come on
interesting.
now. Come on now. Come on now.
I love
She
it
bringing
there.
it back.
The
Could be
animals
some
used to
over
be
here.
ghetto. It used to be crazy, but it was fun. It was fun, but you could tell they didn't take the care they should have took. You know what I'm saying, to keep it up. It's closed now, right? It's closed now, right, Mr. Best? I think it's closed now.
I think so. I think the Brooklyn Aquarium is closed. I think I'm not. Don't quote me on that. Don't quote me.
The
But I'm
animals
thinking
like
it is
they have
closed.
bullet wounds.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, it's been a minute since I've been over there. But we still have the Oh my gosh, it's like a. But this not in Brooklyn. This is like in Queens, and they're like new, like LaGuardia, like a science museum. I forget what they
Oh,
call it though. But it's pretty cool. And then they got the one also near New Jersey. We got like a science museum out there too. So
amazing.
Baltimore has
You
the
know, a
best
useless fact.
too.
Do y'all remember the movie Big?
With Tom Hanks.
Yeah, you remember the piano? They have one of those in the Children's Museum of what is it? Science. You know what I'm talking about, Mr. Best? And you know, I can play the same. I can play the same thing. he plays.
what?
Yeah,
Oh my
and
gosh.
it's funny because at that time my mother was alive. The last time I was there, and I swear, like, because I can look at a video. Like, I can also do the new edition. Is It Love? I can do that whole video. Like, if I look at it long enough, I can watch. I'm gonna start doing some of this stuff and start telling y'all my other talents.
Why does it hurt?
Yeah, yeah.
I thought I'd
You probably talking about their they probably have that piano thing and FAO
Roosevelt.
Schwartz. They probably have an FAO
It had,
Schwartz.
yes, it was.
Yeah.
They had
Yep.
one in the museum too, like a little one, and it plays the same thing. Yeah.
Vino Diva, I'll say this, right? When it comes to DC people, we are a cautious people. Like, it's funny because my oldest two kids' mother's family is from like a couple hours down the road in Virginia. And down there, everybody and their mama, you could be on the back road or main road, is waving at you. Hey, whether you from there or not. And I'm looking at them like these, coming from DC. I'm looking at these like, these man was bugged out. What are they waving at me for? They don't know me. So I get what you're saying. In DC, once we get to know you, you good money. You know what I'm saying? We watch out for you, make sure you good. But until we get to know you, we gotta make sure you ain't with them folks. One, two, that you ain't coming to cause no problems. See what type of time you on. That's all it is.
New York is the same way though. You can't. I wish you would walk around saying hi to people. You
They
be
gonna look at you
the
like
next
you crazy.
victim.
Like, what?
They be like, "Oh, she want me to take her money." Okay. I didn't know today was my lucky day. Yeah, like what? But I think everybody knows that we not too friendly here in New York, So even this smile, y'all see me smile. I don't do this when I go outside. I wish I would smile. You know what I'm saying?
We're kind, but we're not nice. We're kind, like we'll help you out, but we're not nice about it. Like we're gonna let you know what it is.
We don't want to be friends.
We kind though. We'll help you get over. You know what I mean? We'll show you like what it is or whatever, but that's about it. Like, that's as far as we're gonna take it. But it's crazy, like how he's talking about, like how in Virginia it just automatically changes to the South. Like it's just crazy. Like that Mason-Dixon line really kick in. Like like as soon as they cross that line, I don't know what happens, but Virginia just is so southern. It's like
a different animal. Like even down to law
completely.
enforcement. law enforcement. If you Virginia's a Commonwealth state. You get caught doing certain crimes here, they giving you time like the feds. Like you're gonna do 85% of it. You hear me? They got programs, but you be careful. Because I know many person in them DC say, "Oh, it's sweet over Virginia." Then came over Virginia and caught them a nice little case. Like, damn, I should have stayed my ass over in DC. Regretting every minute of it.
It's crazy. You know what? Since it is 9 o'clock, and I got 2 gentlemen up here, it'd be nice to have another queen up here. If we could get one queen up here, a couple of queens up here, that would be great. How about to jump into forbidden waters? Are y'all ready?
Oh Lord.
And it has nothing to do with sex.
I think you would like the Baltimore Aquarium, though, J Man. I think you would. It's a different experience. But go ahead. I'm sorry, Evolution.
Okay, I ain't hear it. What is it? The Baltimore?
The Baltimore Aquarium. The aquarium out of Baltimore.
Okay. I would love to, I would love to go around and visit different places and different museums. I mean museums, aquariums. I love stuff like that. You know, one thing I couldn't do is the botanical garden. I'm not really into flowers like that. You ever say I got allergies, so it's just a thing of I wouldn't do that. But you know.
We got a place. We got a place like that. It's called the Arboretum.
Okay.
We have botanical gardens too. We have botanical gardens too, but we also have the Arboretum where you can walk through. They got different plants, and koi ponds, and a little romantic little joint. You know what I'm saying? With the benches, let's go walk and gallivant through the daisies and things.
I hate flowers. I like blue roses, and you know those are not even like natural.
You on some gangbangs.
Yeah, you know, like my blue roses. You know. No, but and I don't like picnics or grass. You know, in New York, we don't like grass. Well, we don't have grass. You know what I'm saying?
What you go to the Central Park for? What you go there for?
Nothing. I don't go. It's nothing there for me. I'm black.
Damn man.
Yeah.
It really is. DC is a beautiful place. I just wish that some of the changes, improvements they're trying to do for other people, they would have did for us some years ago. Why take for gentrification for them to want to better certain areas or whatever, right? So it's a win because you get different things in your neighborhood, but it's a loss because the salts of the neighborhood, the good people, the earnest people, the people that make the culture of the neighborhood get pushed the hell out of the neighborhood, and then they, you know, I'm not trying to be a Donald Downer, but they changing the names of neighborhoods to suit an agenda to try to erase the history of that neighborhood, and most of the neighborhoods they changing aren't just like bad neighborhoods, but have rich Black history,
right?
Ingrained in them, and it's crazy. It's crazy, but I'm off that. We got Shay in the building. Sha Love. I'm sorry.
Thank you, Queen.
Yeah.
I knew you was
coming. She's summing me up. What's up? What's good? Good morning, good people. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. She is summing me up. Yeah. Good morning.
And yes, us DC people are very nice, kind people. We know what I mean. She can get us wrong.
Yeah, when I went to DC, my bonus daughter, she is really into museums. And for her birthday, all she wanted to do was go to a museum. It was her 20th birthday last year. We got an Airbnb. Wasn't in DC, it was outside of DC, and we
probably Virginia, Maryland,
yeah, we did a tour. Not a tour, but we just walked around by the African American Museum and
the mall, the monument.
Yeah, we did. It was a vibe. I ain't gonna hold you. It was a vibe. The restaurants was a vibe. There's a college over there. I forgot what college it was. Oh crap.
There's a few of them. You got Howard, you got Georgetown, you got George Washington.
The one, what's the college right down by the African American Museum? It's not too far. And then, when you walk, they had all of the alumni or graduates on the floor. Remember what it was called? I don't remember that. It was a college.
Right there by it.
Now, it's not far.
Y'all might have had to walk. Y'all might have been at George Washington.
Yeah, I think it was a George Washington or something like that.
Because that's I think the closest.
Yeah,
but that's not
George Washington.
Right there, but yeah.
No, it's not right. No, we parked the car and we walked. I'm from New York, so I don't mind walking. Manhattan blocks, we eat those. So but I wanted to also say that I will say this: New York is interesting in the way of my aunt, we used to go to her. She lives in Far Rockaway, right, in Queens.
Mm-hmm.
They say good morning, how you doing, like it's down south.
Wow.
Brooklyn is not so much, but
I
Queens,
know.
Y'all come on over to YouTube.
parts of Queens are very like, how you doing? Good morning, this and that, this and that. Like I like Queens now because Queens. Don't go by the other person who talk about Queens, please, guys. I'm not from Queens anyway. I'm from Brooklyn, but there's parts
Right,
of
right,
Queens
right.
that are very diverse and very like, you know what I mean? Like very, what's that called? Community like. So like I like that. But the one place I'm fiending, if it's gonna be inside the states to visit, is ATL. I don't know why. I told
Yes.
Brooklyn. I told
Yeah.
Brooklyn. I don't know
Which
what it is about ATL. I just feel like I need to be in the midst of whatever's happening
You
in
just
ATL.
need to be in the midst.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, like there's something about I don't know, like, but I'm scared because it's like they say you could sneeze 1 minute and you in a racist town, and next minute you in the hood. I'm like, all right, I just want to
We
go when
from
it's
Brooklyn. We
safe.
fit in everywhere.
I know we'll figure it out. No, they're gonna know we're from Brooklyn as soon as we step foot in the damn in ATL. They're gonna know.
Especially when I start talking, because
They're gonna.
yeah, but they definitely gonna know from the way we
Oh,
dress, everything.
Moon, I love you though. I love you. I love you.
Lord, Lord,
But I'm
Lord.
not from Queens, so you know what? I'm not even gonna do that. I'm from Brooklyn, New York. Flappers 2 first. What's up? Stand up. Dollar Van all day. By the Barclays Center. What's up? But
And, 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 and,
I am gonna make sure that if we go, we ride in style, we look the part. Trust me, we gonna be
no, we gonna go down. We gonna hit Lux Hotel, a hotel downtown.
yeah.
What is it, Atlanta? We not gonna do that. We gonna do like
and to keep it a buck, right? Even with DC, even with New York, and other places where you got older neighborhoods, you did have a lot of the neighbor waving thing, like, hey, how you doing? How's your day going? There was a time in certain neighborhoods where it was community, so you were welcome. People would keep an eye on you, like, what they doing around here? I don't know them, or they new to the neighborhood, they just moved, but they were, hey, how you doing? The proverbial bringing the pile, bringing a plate, or bringing a dish to the neighbor.
yeah.
That thing did happen in DC at the time, and I'm pretty sure in certain neighborhoods
In Maryland,
New
I
York.
used to visit. Like Tink is right. In Maryland, I used to visit my family in Maryland. Very nice, very nice. Like we would go. Used to love going there in December because it's not too hot and it wasn't too cold, and
What part
everybody
of
was
Maryland?
mad cool.
What part of Maryland?
It's a good question. Mm. Is there something called Clinton, Maryland? That's not a
Clinton,
thing, right?
Maryland, yeah,
Oh, then
Clinton.
that's in my family.
PG
That's
County.
the only name that's ringing in my head right now. I can't
That's
think
like
of it.
Southern PG County. Yeah.
Like
Clinton,
it's really nice
Waldorf.
homes, and I mean, it wasn't like rich, but there was like nice.
Yeah.
Coming from Brooklyn, it was nice to me. It was a really nice homes, nice community. I just
Yeah.
was like, oh, this is nice. And the weather was perfect in December, though. It was perfect.
You say in December.
Yeah, it wasn't
You
too
must have caught
cold.
one of them years where it was mild, because
Oh, okay. I don't know. We used to
it
go
gets
for like
cold.
Christmas, and
It
it
gets
would be
cold.
like,
Yeah.
it's cold at night, but like during the day, we used to play football, like during the day with the family and stuff.
You,
It wasn't that cold. It was all
you,
right. It was hoodie
you,
weather.
you was playing throw up tackle.
Oh.
Ain't nobody throw up that. Look at you. You see, I'm trying to behave myself on Hump Day, and what
What
you
you
trying to
throwing
do,
up?
and you trying to do is trying to bait me into.
No, I'm not. No, for those that don't
What's
know what throw
going
up
up? What's
tackle is,
going up?
You see what I'm saying? 'Cause you know, once I get started, Phil, it's over, and then you gonna ride with me. So it's
for,
over once I get started on this lovely Hump Day. I am a housewife, and you know we be thirsty sometimes for you know what I mean. Na, 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 na.
for
You wanna
those
get
that don't know what
started
throw up
over
tackle
there?
is, right? For those that don't know what throw up tackle is, some people call it something different in different areas. It's like when you started off, you take the football, you throw it in the air, and whoever catches it is supposed to try to run for a touchdown. But everybody on the field is trying to either get to the ball or get to you. So it's every man for themselves. And then when you get tackled,
Oh.
you got to get up and you got to throw the ball up. And somebody, you know what I'm saying? It make men
Oh.
out you, make boys out you. And then if some girls playing, you know what I'm saying? You try to get your little feel on.
Oh my God. Dino Diva. Wait. Dino Diva. I want to go to NOLA too. NOLA sounds lit, but I have anxiety. So NOLA sounds like I'm going to be crap. Like people going to scare me because it's a lot of them. But NOLA,
No,
you know,
no,
to
New Orleans.
NOLA.
New Orleans is not crowded at all times though. That's only doing Mardi Gras and
Oh,
certain
because
other
it look like
times.
it's always crowded in NOLA. I'm like, nah, I can't. I don't know if I
Nah,
can do that. But
not
I
not
love it.
not
Looks good.
always in the quarters, not in the French quarters, and in places like that. Now it be some people, but it don't like Mardi Gras and all that. That's a different animal. If you
Oh,
don't like crowds and whatever, stay your
yeah.
ass away from Mardi Gras or Carnival or some something similar because people come out from all over the place
Wait, they have a
and it gets
carnival
wild.
in NOLA?
The Mardi Gras is like Carnival if you
Oh,
think of
okay.
with the floats with the people dancing and the beads and the nakedness and all kinds of bullshickery
No,
drinking and smoking.
that's not the same though. Like Brooklyn Carnival and Canada Carnival is way different than whatever that is. They're not
Canada,
just
I don't know
naked.
what Canada
We have
Carnival
Labor
is.
Day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, Labor Day is like our carnival because it's
Oh, y'all
Brooklyn,
call it
but
hot.
real carnival is in Trinidad or Canada has a real one. They say I have never been to. I've been to Canada, but I've never been to the carnival. But they're not just naked. They have it's a costume thing, man.
No. When I say nakedness, because down in New Orleans, they'll show their breasts in other
To get
areas for
beads.
beads. I call them.
Jerry
I
beads.
definitely want my jelly beans.
Jerry.
Yes, I want my jelly beans. I want
You'll
my
be at
jelly
home,
beans.
Evolution.
Jerry.
You'll be at home. I'm trying to
I
tell
want
you.
my jelly
I'm
beans. I
trying to
do.
tell you.
What? I think that's the most exciting part. I would love to see that. Like just
It's just you know what I'm saying. Like, okay, I have a question for the panel since it's okay. So we're talking about visiting places and different cultures and stuff.
I sure did, Frank Murphy.
What do you guys think about nude beaches? How they're so it's like in certain places it's like regular. There are nude
It
beaches that's
is.
like regular,
It is.
and but
It's a blessing and a curse. It's a blessing and a curse because some bodies you be like, "Oh, I want to see that." Then other bodies you be like, "I don't want to see that." I'm
but we
just
was
saying.
all born, we was all
Huh?
born naked.
if you gotta do nude beaches, then you might as well do hedonism. I would rather do
That's what
hedonism
I was
than
talking about, hedonism. My cousin went to hedonism, and she said it was so normal. Like they just walk around
And it's
like
three level.
nothing.
It's 2 to 3 levels of hedonism too. Yeah, hedonism 2, and I think hedonism 3 is like the
more
most
extreme.
raunchiest off
Yeah,
the hook of
extreme.
all of them. Hedonism,
Yeah.
the regular one, is kind of like you kind of at a regular resort
Mm-hmm.
where things could
You
go
don't
down,
want to take
but
it
it's kind
all.
yeah.
And they love big girls over there. Oh, they
You're a
love
little
the
I
bit. How
heard.
you know? How you know?
they
How you
love
know?
the
That's what
fupa
I
over
heard.
there.
How you know, Evolution? How you know? How you
I'm
know?
just saying.
Your
I haven't
passport
been.
been stamped?
I haven't been. I plan to take Sam to the beach when I get over there though, so we can just really get wild with it. You know what I'm saying? Like
That's
I
not a
gotta have the
bad
right
idea,
people.
though. That's not a bad idea.
These y'all.
Yeah. So I can always have in-house cucumbers when I need them. I ain't
Oh
really
Jesus!
got to go and freak off with people I don't know.
I will
You know what
never
I'm
see a
saying?
cucumber the same. I just want you to know I cut up some cucumbers again yesterday. Had it with some Italian dressing and some pasta. Delicious, but I'm never gonna see it the same again.
Travels
Just
with
so you know.
Bill.
You never gonna see it the same.
I'm never gonna see the cucumber, and I'm okay with that though because it's you and it's fine. But I'm never gonna see a cucumber the same again. Every time I go to the store.
So evolution, you were gonna you wanted a lady or three to come up here. Was there a specific topic that
Right.
catered to ladies or whatever that you might wanted to tap into or whatever?
Yes, it has more to do with celebrity news. I tried to cover like the really big stories and not
Oh,
too
I'm here
grim
for that. Let's go. Let's do it. Let's do it.
and and too morbid. I didn't want to go too morbid today. It's Wednesday. It's happy. But I was looking at something. I've been watching it for about 2 days or so. Right, there were two different incidents. I don't know if anybody watches Love and Hip Hop. Anybody watch Love and Hip Hop? Y'all can tell
I
me.
saw the clip
I
of
haven't
it. The
watched it
clip
in
of
a while.
Erica.
Okay, so it was two incidents, right? It was the first incident where Erica Mena, she's the ex-wife, I think now, of
Oh yeah.
Safari, right?
Yeah.
Now I'm getting somewhere, so stick with me.
Yeah.
Right. So she was in a nightclub with Scrappy's ex-wife, Bambi. I think they're still married. And two other gentlemen from Love and Hip Hop. It was a whole cast or whatever. And she was acting erratic like she normally does. They call it lit. You know what I'm saying? up on the tables, jumping around, acting crazy. Security comes and snatches her down, tell her she has to leave. It ends in a brawl. Bambi gets arrested. Erica Mena and Zell Swag. If y'all know Love and Hip Hop, you know Zell Swag. He's I gotta say it, a homosexual designer, clothing designer. It was just a big thing, right? So I'm thinking, okay, now you know you might want to sit down. You know what I'm saying? But then there's a woman I follow, Spice. I don't know if y'all know the reggae singer Spice. Very, very big. You know what I'm saying? I play her stuff in the clubs and you know it goes over very well. You know what I'm saying? Yes, and you know, she sat down at a lunch with Erica Mena and Shekinah. I don't know if y'all know who Shekinah is. Y'all can look into this later. And they had a very heated conversation. And it seems that Erica Mena wanted some compassion or whatever because she was going. She's getting a divorce from Safari. Everybody knows Safari. He was the ex boyfriend of Nicki Minaj. Yeah, you know, Safari. It seems that Spice wasn't giving her that because they have already had issues before. Well, when Spice was in the hospital, she almost died. You got what I'm saying? Safari came to see her and came to check on her. Erica got upset about that, right? So now they're at a table. It's getting really heated. Erica Mena's yelling, you know what I'm saying? I guess that's the New York in us. You know what I'm saying? When we get upset. And Spice says something about her child. Oh, that's why your son hates you. This girl, Erica Mena, the problem child, she gets up and flips the table. Right. Thank you, Vino Diva. Yeah, she flips the table. Now I'm thinking that's all, right? And I'm gonna tell you my issue with this in a minute, right? From there, they're going back and forth. Security has you know pushed them back one more. Now they talking. You know what I'm saying? Now they talking, right? So in the and all this going on, Erica Mena says, you know, that's why you should have died. You should have died, you monkey. And that's where the problem came in. You get what I'm saying? So I wanted to ask you about that. Has anybody seen it? You know what I'm saying? Because that is the temperature. And Sha, I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. That is the temperature that we have. Do y'all remember Cardi B calling black women roaches? You remember that? You know what I'm saying? I don't pump with Cardi B. I don't give a damn. You know what I'm saying? But I'm starting to notice that like black women are getting disrespected by not just, you know what I'm saying, by everybody now. The audacity of you to call a black woman a monkey, you know what I'm saying? And that's the case. If we monkeys or whatever, or you call a black woman a monkey, what is the black man? You get what I'm saying? Like, how does that work? Because you like to sleep with him, you know what I'm saying? He done bust your womb wide open, you know what I'm saying? More than once. So what is he? And what does that make you? You get what I'm saying? I always talk about disrespecting black women because I don't stand for it. So I mean, what do y'all think about that?
When I saw that,
in order to understand this, you have to get outside. You know what I'm saying? The mindset that always loving hip hop and I don't watch it. Because let me tell you something. It was just highlighted on Love and Hip Hop. This happens all the time. All the time. All my life growing up. You know what I'm saying? It's been somebody I had to punch in the face or choke out for something they done said. You know what I'm saying? About me as a black woman. You know what I'm saying? Not that you should do that. But I'm from Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? But
you said, but I'm from Brooklyn.
Yeah, that's what we do. You say something wrong, you might have to fight for your life. That's just what it is. But I'm just saying, how do y'all feel about that? You know, we got the men and the women. What's going on, Phil? Yeah.
I think it's sad. I think somebody need to put a foot in their ass, proverbially and maybe literally, because you know sometimes we get livid and we go there. We'll say something that we feel like will really cut deep on somebody, not realizing the ramifications of what we really are saying, and I think she recognizes herself as an Afro-Latina. I'm not sure. But to take it to a place where you kind of go to a stereotypical diss to a black woman. is crazy, and do it on a national platform, a national show, where there could be backlash not only to her as a person but to the show itself is brazy. I'm pretty sure if not yet, there will be some apologies. There's gonna have to be apologies. The backlash is gonna be crazy for Love and Hip Hop
Yeah.
itself as a brand, and for her as an individual. We have to understand that we in the age of Me Too. We in the age of sensitivity. We in the age of that shit ain't gonna fly. And the shit you might have been able to say 10 years ago, which might have only got you a fist in your mouth or whatever the case may be, has other ramifications behind it, especially in a public forum or whatever. And I feel as though we have a lot more growing to do. And if that's her real sentiment and thought to a black woman, then she needs to be ostracized. She needs to be shunned because, like you said, she don't mind sleeping with black dinglings. She don't da da da. Ooh, and Safari wasn't the first. And she was a video vixen that was getting around like tires too.
Yes.
Allegedly.
I'm gonna leave some of my personal stuff about what I know about Erica out of this to a certain extent.
You have
But
to. You have to. Because you gotta look at it. You gotta look at it like
bust it wide open.
It's like no matter what you like about Big Phil, right? If I went off on evolution and said certain things, there's certain things it'd be like, whoa, Phil.
Why is it personalized?
What are you doing? Like,
well,
what are you doing?
let me take that back. I don't mean personalized. I mean fact, because I used to actually work with her, so that's what I mean by fact. But I feel like colorism is a huge thing in that space, and even with Love and Hip Hop, I don't watch it. But I saw that even the clip which you're talking about, I think with Spice, and then there was another clip about what's her name again? Oh, she's so beautiful. The Afro Latina lady.
Bambi. You talking about Bambi?
No, the Afro Latina lady. She has twins. She has twins.
Oh.
You know what I'm talking about, the girl.
I forgot her name. I know you're talking about. Yeah.
Allegra, something.
Amara.
Yeah, she even said it herself. She said recently, she said, look, y'all know what it is. We're doing this for a check. But I just think that certain things should not be included. Like colorism is something that we already have to deal with. Leave kids out of it, leave the colorism out of it. But I think when you have nothing else of substance to cut with, it's almost like when you call a fat person fat, because you don't have anything else to say. Like you don't know what else to really cut somebody deep. So you're just going to go for what you think is their insecurity. And you're going to go for like, oh, their skin color, even if you're black. You're going to go for, oh, your hair is this, because that's what you know our history is about. And I didn't see that part that Erica said that. I didn't think that she's.
Oh, she definitely said that. She was at the door. She's at the door. It was like, you blue monkey.
Yes.
You blue monkey.
Yes.
Yeah, when she get angry, Erica doesn't have a filter. I know that firsthand. She does not have a filter.
That's not
angry. Thank you for saying that. Let me tell you why. Because I used to do that to my so-called friends and stuff like that. You know what they say? If you get a person angry or drunk, they'll tell you exactly how they feel about you. Exactly. To a T. You get what I'm saying? Now, sometimes I used to test people like that. I want to get you mad. I want to see what you really think about me. And it works. And a lot of times you are not going to get disappointed because a lot of people you have around you don't pump with you. You know what I'm saying? They not for you. You get what I'm saying? If you got one good friend that will hold you down, please hold on for dear life. I ain't never had none in my life. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? You had one, please hold on. Now you see that girl was mad and she said exactly what she felt. So that meant that her other friends, her black friends, and you can't just say that about one and not feel that about all. You get what I'm saying?
But see, I'm saying like when I say like you say, okay, I'm trying to explain it right. I'm not saying that she actually feels that way. I don't know. I don't know right now because I haven't talked to her in like years. But what I'm saying is I feel like when you are angry and upset at a person, you're going to go with what cuts the deepest. What you feel will cut the deepest. Now, you may not really have racism towards, you shouldn't say it. I'm not defending her at all, but you shouldn't say it. But I do feel like even when you fight with like somebody close to you, they're going to pick out one of the worst, your worst moments in life to cut you deep. Even if, how do I say it? even if they don't really believe in whatever they're about to say, they just are pissed off. They're angry. Their ego is getting the best of them, and now they want to hurt you just as much as they are hurt.
I
That's
get it.
it's
I get it, but I
No, they telling
tricky
you how they
though.
really feel about you. I don't
because
give people the benefit of the doubt. You said exactly how you felt. Now you got to
they
take these
Pocahontas.
hands. You understand? Or whatever it's going to be. You got to duck these shots
That's
or
what you
whatever it's going to be. Don't say
Cause,
something crazy to me. I was
and
real.
let's be clear. Let's be
right,
clear.
right.
Spice
No,
is a beautiful chocolate woman. She don't like no damn monkey. So it's
No,
like,
that
okay,
is
if you gonna make a joke or you trying to cut deep, say something that say her feet fucked up. Say there's a lot of different things you can
yeah.
say. You got bad wigs. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the case may be. But if you're trying to generalize, well, I can't say generalize,
She
but
felt that way.
it.
Yeah. It was
here's the thing:
personalized. It was generalized.
when you do surgery, first of all, let's be clear.
That's true,
When you
Young
do
Dre.
surgery and stuff to your face or whatever else you're
Carry
doing
your
to
ass.
yourself to make yourself look better or make yourself look a certain way, you
Yeah.
have no right to talk about
You want
anybody
to
if
poke
you're
on this?
over there getting surgery, okay? For your face.
Exactly.
And wait, let me be clear before anybody chop this up. I have no issues with anybody doing any type of surgery of any sort, but do not do that and then go and bash the next female. We already got it hard enough as it is as women. So for another woman of color to like downplay another woman of color, and you had work done, ma'am, have separate seats and relax yourself because like, what's
Yeah.
your point of doing that?
I just
That,
think that we got a ways to go with race relations, public relations, and even anger management. Because okay, I seen somebody say that possibly it wasn't a race thing; it was an anger thing. But sometimes when we get anger, we say some things that we think or that we know are going to hit home. And again, with this being a show, it isn't something where you're just in the moment disrespecting or spitting in the face of that one person, but you're kind of spitting in the face of a lot of black women or
Right.
black women in general because of the fact that it's shown on a national platform. And I think that Erica Mena needs to readdress this. I
Yeah.
think I think that Mona Scott definitely needs to address this
yeah.
and get ahead of this and really maybe even a couple other cast members, maybe even Spice can speak to how she feels about this. Because like Evolution said, and this case might be different, but you got to look at it. Black women across America face these type of things from in-house and out-house, from in our race and outside
Yes.
of our race. So
Yep.
it's a very real thing. And it's like
Sorry.
somebody that has a disability or something and they're teased all their life, you know, about it. And then they watch something on TV and here you go on a national forum, somebody brings up a joke about this. It's the very same thing. It takes a person back to a place in a space of
Yeah.
of the offenses or whatever. We got to be careful. Like if you don't give a shit, okay, stand on it. Say what you want to say. Have at it. You got freedom of speech, but understand that for every action is a reaction.
There's a
Live,
reaction. That's the thing.
live with your
She can say what she
Yes.
wants.
live
She
with
can
your
say what she
bullshit.
wants.
Live with
Yes.
your bullshittery and have at it. But if that's not what you meant, then you need to address that and have an apology. Harry, I don't think she's
And I
done an
don't,
apology yet.
no. I don't be believing of them apologies that they write for you and they make you say how you feel. You know what I'm saying? I think cancel culture should get all over this, but who knows? I mean, I could read y'all what some of the people were saying about what she said because this it popped up on my TV real weird how it popped up, which means it's something real big, so people are starting to notice it. You get what I'm saying? And I was just appalled because I always thought she felt like that. You get what I'm saying? But my thing is, why are the men better and the women not? You know what I'm saying? You can love our men. You get what I'm saying? But we the bad people. Like I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? Both of
Because
us
a
are
Yeah,
man
black.
may
is
I
a
say
man.
something, family?
Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead, Mr. Best.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it brief because I do have to roll out. But I would say in our communities we have, especially people of color, we have a problem with conflict resolution, and we don't understand that when somebody offends us, that we have to know how to resolve conflict in a way that's beneficial for both us and them, because there's always somebody watching, and it's somebody who's watching who is not of your people, who don't care about your people, and who only care about themselves. You know what I mean? And these are the people who control the corporations. And newsflash, everybody, the whole America is corporate now. Everything's corporate. You know what I mean? From McDonald's to marijuana, everything's corporate. So, you know what I mean? If you don't know how to move in this room, in this country full of vultures, and you don't know how to maneuver and how to act decent, or how to, you know what I mean, do certain things to move, to make sure that you are in a good way or in a good light based on a reputation that can impact you financially, then yeah, you're going to suffer. You are
Right.
going to suffer
Yeah.
because, them other people, as I always say, they're not playing with you and they don't want to play with you, period. So they're looking for any reasons just to give you an out, just to give you that boot out the door. So you get caught on camera doing something that is egregious, you know what I mean? Especially when it comes to physical violence, it's a wrap for you. It's a dub. You know what I mean? And they will use that, you know what I mean, for the rest of your life, as a reason to not allow you to elevate in any way. So we have to understand. We have to understand that conflict resolution is a huge thing, huge thing. Like that's something that we have to get on task and on board, because our community's changing, everything's changing around us, and it's all built. You know what I mean? To If we're not equipped, to leave us behind. You know,
Yeah.
and you're on TV. You're afforded an opportunity to be in a platform where most people can only dream of. Our ancestors and those who came before can only dream to be in these spaces and places. They were not allowed to, no matter the depth of their talent or their intellect. They were not allowed to be in these spaces. So we just have to understand that, move
That's a
better,
fact.
and resolve our issues if we have them in private. You know what I'm saying?
I
You
agree.
know,
That's a
and
fact.
not only that, most all these people that want to fight, it's crazy, because if we let them really fight in a professional ring, most of them wouldn't want to do that anyway.
That's
At
a
all.
fact.
They're mostly back down.
Yeah. Especially that
Yep, that's
about that,
true.
right? Do they fight for the cameras? I don't think Feist was playing. Like Spice, I don't think she was playing though. I really don't. Like I
No,
felt the energy coming up off her that she done
Oh
laid
no.
hands and feet. You know what I'm saying? And
Sometimes,
and
sometimes they
could we blame her?
orchestrate. Sometimes they orchestrate it. Sometimes
they
they put these
orchestrated
scenarios
for
together.
ratings though.
Definitely for ratings, yeah.
They
Queen
definitely
Bree,
they even admitted it. I stopped watching. I used to watch Black Ink all the time. And I stopped because
Right.
like I found out some real stuff behind the scenes. I was like, yo, what the hell? Like I was really into the show, and they do things for ratings. That's why the people are still that show. And as a person who is
oh yeah,
I grew up in the passion of acting or whatever, it sucks because now that's all this is like, all right, yo, we know if she gonna pop off, them ratings gonna be crazy on Monday. So maybe Spice was for real and Erica was angry, but she at this point is a veteran. She knows what's gonna draw everybody in to get you talking
Right.
about her, good or bad. And guess what? That's still money in her pocket, good or bad. I mean, I don't agree with that,
Very true.
but I'm just saying, like, good or bad, that's money in her pocket. You get paid per
So
episode. Go ahead, sorry.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean that.
No, no,
Do
no,
you see that? Now everybody met on IG. Y'all notice y'all see the same thing on IG?
yeah,
same
I'm
type
noticing that lately.
bullshittery.
Same thing. So anybody saying, "Oh, I don't watch Love and Hip Hop," this and that, you watch IG every day, and all of
IG hip
that's
hop.
orchestrated. Ain't none of that real. You know what I'm saying? None of it. Yeah, I don't give
What?
I don't give a damn. None of it's real. You think these people acting like that outside in real life? Now, me, am
No,
I
Okay,
holding
okay, I get what
cucumbers
you're saying. I
outside?
get what
Nah,
you're
I
saying.
hold them in the house. You come to the house, you're gonna see a lot of cucumbers. That's just
oh
what I
shit.
do. But all of us ain't real. I'm not outside holding cucumbers and massaging cucumbers. It don't work like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Are
actually a
you
very
are you
decent,
sure?
civilized person
Are
outside.
you sure? I got wind that you got cucumbers in your drawer at your job. I heard about these things.
Oh
Nah,
my
not at
god.
the job, unless I'm going for the raise.
Oh shit.
Oh,
Not the race. Oh my god, not the
yeah,
race.
man.
Yeah, but a lot of this stuff that we watching ain't real. A lot of people are trying to stay relevant. You get what I'm saying? They're trying to
It's a
stay in
check.
good
It's a
graces.
check.
They're trying to get the followers. They're trying to get the love. You get what I'm saying? You know.
It's a
So
check and it's followings. It's follow. You get followers, and that's why, like,
It's
It's
social TV.
annoying.
That's it.
It's so right. It's annoying because I miss real TV shows. I'm an 80s baby. I really miss real sitcoms and real movies and real TV shows like before all of this. And TV was supposed to be entertaining to get our minds away from the drama, but now it's just filled with drama. It's
Like
like
I tell you, every time somebody cam me up on Instagram, you know what I'm saying? They want something. They're trying to get some type of effect. They'll cam me up on certain topics that they know I'm gonna flip out about, or they, you know what I'm saying, or they think I'm gonna have something real controversial to say, or if it's a sex topic, they cam me up. You get what I'm saying? People know exactly what they're doing. You know what I'm saying?
right.
And sometimes I came up because it keeps me relevant. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta, that's the same thing. It's the same thing that happens on TV. So you can't, you know what I'm saying, say one and the other. It's the same thing. That's why sometimes I come in the rooms and people don't know it's me. Because I like to see how people gonna act when I'm not around, when I am around. You get what I'm saying? Or what happens. And I see a lot of hypocritical stuff. I really do see.
Let me interject this real quick and we can get back to the regularly scheduled programming. There has never been a love story with me and Blair. Never. Me and Miss Derain have never had a love story. So I don't know what y'all are talking about.
I don't even know who that is.
Well, Blair was forced on you. Blair was kind of forced on you. That was supposed to be a play, right? Let's be honest. Let's talk about it.
They tried it, but that was never,
Miss Derain, I feel like she had interest, but it was too much drama going on, too much F stuff going on for her to get down like that. So you get what I'm saying?
Is this something where I could rewatch this? Because I really missed this whole era of Phil and these love stories.
Yeah.
I wasn't around.
You didn't miss nothing. You ain't missed nothing. Don't even worry about it. Don't even worry.
Phil been a lot of people love interest.
No, I have not.
He still is. No. But you know, I keep secrets. I don't tell nobody business. Ladies, I don't tell nobody business. Because a lot of people tell me a lot. I don't tell nobody business. You know what I'm saying?
You damn sure ain't put me on because I'm
and single. I'm not.
I'm single, so I don't
know. But I ain't tell nobody business. I'm from Brooklyn. That's not what we do.
I'm from Brooklyn. Look,
you keep tell me something and stay with me unless you want.
Pretty much.
I am single.
We know you're single.
How the hell am I not single?
I don't understand why you keep saying it.
Because your face isn't single, bro. We're not going to get into that right now. It's the morning show. Your face isn't single. We know your face isn't single. He's about to turn red right now. Look at him. He about to turn red. He's blushing.
Oh shit!
Yeah, but you gotta know the real from the fake. And if you can't understand the real from the fake at this point, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I've only been on these platforms since 2020 when the pandemic hit.
I haven't even been on this side. Well, I've been on Instagram, but I didn't even know this world existed. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I only know this world existed because Carrielle went on to JVP. I'm gonna be honest. And once I followed Carrielle, that's how I got delved into the world of whatever that I didn't know people were doing that on IG. I promise you. Like November is when I found out, and then I've been watching. And then after that, I was like, oh, this is a whole world of craziness of people. And just
you gotta stay relevant. You gotta do stuff, good or bad, like you saying, that puts you in the limelight, or you get what I'm saying?
Keisha Hall, I do both.
People.
Keisha Hall, I do both. It depends on the time and the circumstances.
Oh, that's a question right there, Keisha.
It's not. Oh, see what you did, Keisha, what you done did?
Not jackrabbit at your age. You better not.
We gonna save that question for Friday.
Not.
Please don't do that. No, don't.
Anybody's doing a jackrabbit, let it go, player. Let it.
No, wait. The face still, not the face.
I think they talk about this.
Yeah, that's a jackrabbit.
That's
a
jackrabbit. It depends. You might be
in teenagers.
You might be in a situation where you might, before the kids come, the kids about to come in. I'm trying to finish.
Never fails with you two. It never. It's Hump Day. Welcome to Hump Day, everybody.
I don't want no problems.
But okay, so I'm
But yeah.
sorry. I know we taking y'all somewhere else. Look, all I'm saying is that we should be aware of the culture vultures, the women that are not black, but are claiming to be black, claiming to know our struggle. You get what I'm saying? You can lay down with our men, right? They good enough. But the woman is not. The women that has birthed them. You know what I'm saying? Their mamas, their grandmamas, their sisters, their cousins, their nieces. You know what I'm saying? They are not good enough. Yeah, but because he got a nice cucumber, you'll ride all over that. You'll suck all over that. You get what I'm saying? You'll let
But
that
you know what,
gushing
even
balloon wide open. You know what I'm saying?
maybe it's
Wide
because
open. They double offenders of having babies by black men, but
Not
the women
double
are
offenders.
trash. They don't go together. You get what I'm saying? And also, you men that talk crazy about black women. Oh, I find black women. I'm
wow.
black history. It's me. But then you go and date a white woman. You get what I'm saying? You the problem too, sir. And I'm gonna call it out right now.
I
Say
think I'm
something.
about to go find me a
It don't
snow
make no
bunny
sense.
right now. A
Yes,
snow bunny
but you
right
No,
now.
I don't
Eva,
deal with
look
that.
at you.
I want no
You a
problems.
contradiction. You a hypocrite. You know what I'm saying? And you are the problem, sir. You know what I'm saying?
Eva, who hurt you, baby? Who hurt you, girl? I hug you, girl. Who hurt you?
I just see the hypocritical
Who
nature
hurt
of all this stuff. I'm so tired of people giving me that. Oh, well, you know, she said it because she was mad. No, she said it because that's how she felt. Or a black man saying, I hate you wig wearing, finger popping, head moving. You got to say, just like my mama, because your mama's the same way. And that's the problem right there, too. You get what I'm saying? But we not good enough. You know what I'm saying? But Becky, oh, you'll go to Becky, though. You have a good
No, that's
time
the
with
problem,
Becky,
Evo.
but
We
you
are
don't
good
got
enough.
no people.
Evolution.
Evolution, we're good enough.
Rub your
That's the
earlobes,
problem.
Evolution. Rub your earlobes.
Right.
I
Wait.
know,
Yeah.
right?
Let's
We
see.
high.
Woosah.
I don't like that. I'm gonna start calling this stuff out too. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna start
Woosah.
giving my address out if y'all need that too. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
I'm
keep
getting
going.
tired of the hypocritical stuff. It's getting to be a little bit much. You know what I'm saying?
What I think is, Evo, that we are actually more powerful than we think, and I think they see it, and that's why it's an issue. Because
Yes.
and I didn't know this growing up, but I'm walking into that power now in my later years, and it's like we possess so much. The way we hold our men down, from the children raising, from just being us as black women, and it could be it's intimidating. We get that man straight in line, and a lot of other races probably let that man. They so happy to have that man Zingo, they just let him do whatever he wants, and then it's like, all right, like okay, because he's a man, and everybody wants a man, a piece of a man, and it's a mandingo. It's a man. It's that thing. I can't. So like, it's not you. You know what? We're gonna stop saying that we're not enough because we are enough. That's just how it's portrayed because
Listen,
of the fact that they want other things. But you ever notice that when you can't handle something, you run away from the challenge? They're running.
Of
They're
course.
running away because it's like, oh no, this is too hard. This is too hard to be with her. I'm gonna go on over here where I know I'm gonna be king, whether I do right or wrong. No, sir.
Yes.
We trying to make you better for you, your son, your son's sons, and all of that.
Holding you accountable. Like, yeah, and you know, and excuse me, you know what I'm saying? If I went over, I had to get that off my chest.
you
Because
good,
I'm
but
so tired
your
of
finger was
hypocritical
like,
people. Yes, yeah, because I'm so tired of it. I'm so tired of the nonsense. And you have to, as a black woman, you watching them talk about you and throw you in the dirt and bury you. You get what I'm saying? And you can't say nothing about it. Or you're the only black woman talking about what's going on. You get what I'm saying? But I'm built for this war. So I'm okay with that. You get what I'm saying? But it's just, like, we got to do better. You know what I'm saying? And black men, y'all got to start standing up for your queens. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely,
If you got a black mother, if you got a daughter, if you got a sister, you need to start standing up. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
And stop letting people just villainize us and put us down all the time. You get what I'm saying? Like,
Definitely.
Because in that putting down, in that destroying, in that villainizing, you know what? They are talking about you too. And you don't even realize it. You get what I'm saying? Because guess where we come from? We come from the rib, right? So we were made for you. So when they talk crazy about us, they are talking about you too. You get what I'm saying?
Why my rib is missing then, damn it. I'm looking for my rib. Where are you, rib?
I'm just saying.
And I ain't talking about with barbecue or Memphis rub either. Where's my rib?
Oh yeah, y'all got the right one today. You know what I'm saying? Because it enraged me. I was just like, is she serious? And it just brought back. And when you see stuff like that, it brings back all the hurt. You know what I'm saying? All the pain. You know what I'm saying? You know that you go through all the years. Let me tell you something. This ain't every black woman has gone through this sometime or another in their life. When somebody has put them down, said something about them, they're not enough. You get what I'm saying? People have put their insecurities on the black woman. That's all I'm gonna say. I ain't gonna say no more. Yeah, because I can. Hey, you know what I'm saying? I'm a warrior. You know what I'm saying? It go down, but I'm gonna leave it alone. But y'all get what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Y'all get what I'm saying. And if you don't, check yourself, because something wrong with you. You know what I'm saying?
Period. You heard what she said?
Very, very eloquently spoken.
I can't even say nothing after that. I'm not even gonna try. Nah, I'm cool. You got that, girl. You got it.
Hey, no raggedy, whoever you is. I know it's because of comments in the what you call it, because I got to peruse the comments to tag and put some up, and some of these comments are hilarious.
Oh, Night Rider, I agree. And that's what I'm waiting for. We need more readily available therapy in our community, because therapy has helped my life so much. Let me tell you, the person that's before you, that's not really before you because I'm behind the screen. But when I see y'all, it's a different human than I was like 10 years ago or 5 years ago. And I'm grateful for my therapist. I'm grateful for the therapy that I had, because I've learned a lot, and you get a lot of self-awareness too. And you get a lot of
you understand why you
life skills on how to deal with people, to be honest. So it's good. We definitely need therapy in the black communities. And I think I brought this up not pods ago, but 2 shows ago, where I was like, why is it now that I had to move to a different area in order to get good health care, or in order to get good schooling, or in order to get good therapy? I had to move to, all right, son, thank you, baby. I had to move to a good area for my kids and for my mental health as well. And it's like, why is this not readily available where they really need it? Where like my peoples really need it in Brooklyn, in certain parts of Brooklyn, and clearly in certain parts of and just in general.
That's
so
true.
I think what I think we should do, and I'm mad about this, but I'm not the first person I'm sure that thought about this. Why is there no therapy in jail and school? Like schools and jail
should be school though.
They're supposed to be
school.
They're supposed to be, but counselors to me aren't counseling the way they did when we were in school.
Yeah,
right.
I don't think they do. They don't go as in depth. They don't touch on a lot of things like when I was younger. Unfortunately.
When you throw somebody in jail, what are you doing? All right, go sit in the wall, think what you thought. Think about what you just did. And same thing when a kid gets in trouble in school, like you suspend them. Okay, why don't y'all help their mind, their mental? They're going through something. Like I don't. That's such an easy thing to implement. Why are we not implementing that?
And just like what Devlee was saying, if there's not a therapist available, find somebody that you feel comfortable venting to, unwinding, unleashing, letting go, discussing, that's not going to necessarily judge you, but who will give you sound advice. Not necessarily not a yes man or yes woman, but someone that will listen and give you sound advice or whatever. Because releasing the pressure is paramount, because the more you hold in, the more you bottle it up, the worse that you become internally. Your health can decrease. Your mental wherewithal can go through changes, and you can have a mental breakdown. So find somebody. If you can't get a therapist or can't afford a therapist, find a pastor. Can't find a pastor or a rabbi or imam, or don't feel comfortable with religion or spirituality, a close friend or somebody open-minded. Find somebody to talk to.
They do have crisis centers. That's how I started. After my son was born, I had a really bad breakdown. I went to the hospital, and then they had sent me to like an outpatient crisis center. And then from there, that's how I got my therapy and all of that stuff. So even if you can't afford it necessarily, it's a start to at least go to like maybe a free crisis center or a hospital that you can actually go to the hospital for a mental breakdown, like a regular hospital. And they might be able to refer you if you get Medicare or Medicaid. I don't know, but we need that so desperately, because a lot of these kids out here would not be wilding the way they are. We wouldn't have to be looking forward to Erica Mena saying what she say on there, because if she by now she should have been had mad therapy sessions. That
Yes.
child know better, and I know she know better. She know better. She's been in the game too long to be saying if she when she just said she said. We need therapy is a it's necessary now. Like they tell you, oh, you need a primary care doctor, you need a primary care therapist, because like it's these kids, and then they don't have their parents to look up to. You might not have grandma, you might not have you might not have a pastor. So we need somebody implemented in the schools. I
Keisha
think my
Hall.
school has it. Mm-hmm.
Keisha Hall. What school system you in that they have these therapists in?
Oh.
I've never
They
heard
have,
of that.
like in my son's school, they have but it was for his what do you call that thing when you get evaluated for like testing and stuff? So in his evaluation, when he was getting evaluated for like his reading skills and stuff, they do have a in his particular school. That's why I said when you move, you find out things. In
Right.
his school, they do have a thing where they give the kid extra help in the classroom, or they take them out and talk to them.
I
But
got you. Thank you,
that's
Trina.
not in
Thank you.
all
Appreciate
schools though. That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm like really shocked, because the schools that I've had the other kids in, it didn't have this. But now that my young son and he was in kindergarten last year, and they have like therapists that'll come to the school or something that's part of something. And that's why I said all this, because this is like new to me, but it's not implemented in every school system.
Mhm. Yeah, it's I don't know. I mean, I'm really glad we talked about that though. You get what I'm saying? If we just have like the knowledge and the awareness of stuff going on around us, you get what I'm saying? I guess we can make better informed decisions on a little bit of everything. And it's good to hear how each sex feels. That's why it was nice to have both, men and women up here. You know, um, and I mean, that's what I'm gonna say about it. You know what I'm saying? And I kept it real PG for y'all. So, I'm getting better on that.
Girl,
it.
that was
It ain't better.
PG. Wait till she have her show and she go off, okay? Because if that was PG, mamas. But I understand your frustration, though. I'm gonna be honest. I do understand your frustration 1,000%. Um, I wasn't fully met with that. I don't know. I wasn't fully met with colorism like that. Like that when it came to hair texture, maybe, but like not like. But I do understand. Like they go for the. I feel like men sometimes don't like a challenge, and they go for the easier situation. And those others sometimes are easier than dealing with us, which is ridiculous, but whatever.
And stop slapping the black label on everybody just because they say they're black too. I have a big issue with that also. But I'm gonna let that go. You know what I'm saying? I might do a live later on where I pick that situation up. But that's all I'm going to say. You know what I'm saying?
And no, I'm not thinking old school. I have a son that's in high school now, and my daughter's graduated last year and 2 years before that. They didn't have therapists in the school. They have counselors that's supposed to be guidance counselors, and they do minimal. They do minimal in the school system that they're in. It's not a bad school system or whatever the case may be, but they ain't got no damn therapists up in that school. That's new to me. I'm just saying.
We had like the health counselor. I'm my health
Okay.
counselor. We had nurses that you could talk to and stuff like that. But I don't remember like a counselor just being there for that. I remember we had teachers that would help us. We had an issue that we could trust. Like my health teacher was Mr. Randall. Shout out to you if you're still living. He was really influential and getting me over a lot of my I had a temper. Like
Me too.
I had a temper. I would put my hands on you before you could finish your second sentence. You know what I'm saying? My mother didn't know what to do because it was like she a little girl out here. She want to fight. And we found out it was some issues why I had that, but it took a while. It took that white teacher, you know what I'm saying? But he was so cool to say, hey, talk about it. What's going on? And it started to
Yeah,
help me. I started to go home and talk to my mother about it, and then I was given, therapy later on. You know what I'm saying? But and then we gotta listen to our kids. Please start listening to these kids because they be telling you what the problem is. You know what I'm
that's
saying? You let them go out there and terrorize the street, and
Hey, Rich, I could be. You know, they call me Doctor Feel Good. You know, you got the Doctor Phil,
Phil,
Doctor
let me tell you
Feel
something.
Good.
Phil, let me
GMG,
tell
that
you
is.
something. Phil, let me tell you something. You can't be nobody therapist until you tell us why you did that to my homegirl yesterday. And you know what I'm talking about. It's the
Ho,
end of the
ho,
show,
Me
so I
ho,
too,
can do
ho,
Trina.
that.
ho, ho,
It's the
ho,
end
Me
ho.
of the
too,
show, so I can
Trina.
do
Ho,
that.
ho, ho.
What's
Ho,
up?
ho, ho.
What's up? What you got? It's the end of the show, so I can do
First
that.
of all,
Now
I
you
ain't
can do
did
all you want.
nothing to no homegirl, no
Yes, you
nothing.
did. You know who I'm talking about. Start with a K and do the
Yasuda.
L.
Bless you there.
And
You keep listening to her. You keep co-signing the car without an engine in it. You ain't going nowhere. Just remember that part. Just remember that. Co-sign a car with no engine, and
until
you ain't
you
got
can
an
be
engine
real
on
about your
standby.
feelings, you
Huh?
cannot be our therapist, sir. Until you can be real about your feelings, you cannot be our therapist, sir. I love you though. Like
I'm
I
Oh,
really
very
love
real
you.
about my
But
feelings. Hold on.
oh,
Hold on.
you
I am
can't be our
very. Hold
therapist.
on, hold on, hold on, hold on.
You
I'm
are
a, I'm a,
hired.
no, no. I'm gonna be very transparent. I'm very real with my feelings,
I'm
right?
scared.
I'm not gonna be no fool neither, though.
I respect it.
Understand that. I got to move cautious.
Mm-hmm.
And if
All
anybody's
right,
been
you gotta
watching,
move cautious.
there's a lot of need and reason to be.
It's history. It's history there. Everybody
But
know the history.
but I'm single until otherwise, and I'm looking for one good woman. I ain't looking for a bunch of women. Just
Wait,
one
you know
good
my
one.
sister's saying
I'm
that. Are
looking for
you
my rib.
okay?
My
Oh,
rib. God damn it, my rib.
Do you want to get married?
Of course. Of course. I'm not
Oh,
getting
okay. I didn't know that. I didn't know that about you. Okay, you want to get married? Okay.
what you thought I
You
wanted to
said
do.
see,
Just be out here gallivanting.
some people don't want to like when they hit a certain age, they don't want to be married no more. They over it. Like, all right, I'll just have settle
Nah,
down with
nah, nah,
somebody, but not be married. I didn't know.
nah,
yeah.
nah. I want
That's
to,
interesting. That's cool.
I want to one day be married again. It's like,
Third time's the charm, baby. Third time's the charm.
Wait, third time? You've been married twice, Phil?
yeah, I have. Yeah,
You have? I
yeah.
didn't know that.
I've
10,
been learning so much about this
10
whole.
years a clip. 10 years a clip.
What? Wow, I
10
didn't
years
know
a
that.
clip. Yeah.
And you still want to get married again?
Yeah.
That's why I asked him, like, you still want to get
You're
I
a
married
can't.
again?
I
glutton for
can't.
punishment, huh?
I can't a glutton for punishment. I
You
can't. I can't look. I can't have my outlook on life, on people, on love based off of a bad experience or two or something that just wasn't right. It's unfair to myself and it's unfair to that
what are you?
prospective other person.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say more. Okay.
I know. I was waiting
okay.
for the music in the background, the harmonious. You know, I'm just gonna be when I'm alone in my room. Some of my sins of war.
That's
I
what it felt like.
that's what I thought he was
I
gonna
need
do.
love.
I need love.
Feel love.
All
That's what
that.
it felt like. Yeah, I ain't mad at that. I
All
respect
that.
that, Phil. And I respect the fact that he's taking his time and he is watching the play. You know what I'm saying?
That's cool. I respect it.
I ain't gonna say no. I ain't gonna say no.
Listen, it's 10:02. It's time to get up off of Phil Pause.
I'm
Listen.
5'2", y'all.
Oh
Sean,
my
you got any
god.
last words? You got any last words?
Yes, everybody, love on somebody. No, I'm playing.
Don't be trying to jack my lines. Your friend, hey, your sister, your friend, be always jacking my lines. I be
Yo, I
watching.
took a screenshot when she put the thing on her head looking like you. That's hilarious. I'm
Okay,
sorry.
again, final words.
I'm sorry.
Final words.
No, but no, this is cool as usual, y'all. Evo, I'm so glad to see your spirits are back, mama. I
Thank
love this.
you.
I love your energy, and I love it's back. I've been seeing you back on these IG streets, and I don't get notifications though when you go live though. So I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Maybe I turned it on, but I just
We'll
happen to
go
just catch
through it.
it. All right,
I
so
will
I'll
go
do that.
through it.
But
I'll
also,
send it
guys,
in DM.
I'm not just a person who up here that just be talking. Please give my hug on. Sorry. So, so guys, sorry, that's my son. He about to leave.
Oh, what the hell?
Guys, one second. Let me do this real quick. So, guys, on Instagram, I'm Expressions Universe, guys. Okay, even if you like my content, don't like my content, You can say it's whack. You can say it's great. I don't care. Just say something on the page if you guys can. I'm trying to, get back into the groove of things. And that's it. Everybody just be yourself, love on one another, and have fun. Enjoy. Blessings.
Thank you, Queen.
I holler. Listen, Evolution Brooklyn. Wagwan.
Well, guys, I had a great time today, and I'm so happy that y'all always come every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday to the morning show, and y'all just, just be here with us, and we have a good time. I have now found a new schedule for my Instagram lives and also
I saw
my podcast. Yes, y'all can go to the page. Please follow me on Instagram. It's Evolution Brooklyn. Spell the whole both words out all together. Evolution Brooklyn. And we're gonna have some real interesting topics. I have a question up there now. You guys can go to my stories and you can tell me what you want me to talk about or any good topics or what you want to see. I am open to suggestions and ideas and co-hosts. I will take a co-host, somebody to do some of these shows with me, especially if it's your idea. Also, I'm going to be going back to work soon, so I'm trying to get this stuff together, and I appreciate you, Phil. You are amazing. I love being your co-host and, just getting a chance to vibe with you. And I want to tell all y'all I appreciate y'all. Like, y'all my people. I appreciate every comment, every like, you know what I'm saying? Every suggestion, everything. If you are not subscribed to my podcast, what I'm going to be doing is I'm just going to be doing random lives, random, podcast shows. So I give maybe an hour's notice, maybe. You know what I'm saying? That's how I figure it's good for me. It's Evolution Era. If you cannot find it, it's Evolution Era. 2 words. If you cannot find it, you're going to look for the pink lips with the mic slap that on top of it. That's all I'm going to say. And when you see it, yeah, you would think of me when you see it. I probably should have put a cucumber there, but it didn't make sense for a podcast. And all I want to say is, hey, a cucumber a day will have you feeling like this. You know what I'm saying? You will be in a great mood and it may change your life. You know what I'm saying? So make sure that you keep with the cucumbers. You know what I'm saying? Get you some.
Change your podcast to Veggie Tales.
I appreciate y'all. Y'all are great. Thank you.
Listen. What are y'all talking in these comments? What are y'all talking? First and foremost, listen, it's been a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day in the neighborhood. I am humbled and I am thankful for everybody that comes through, that wakes up and gives me a part of their morning, gives Evolution Brooklyn a part of their morning. With stopping in and checking us out and either sticking and staying the whole show, whatever the case may be. And tell me some anywho, leave me alone. I'm thankful that you all take the time out of your morning and come chop it up with your boy, to share a laugh, to share insight, to share a story, to get turned off, to get turned on, whatever the case may be. I thank y'all. Listen, make sure throughout your day to day. Matter of fact, you can catch me on IG Street somewhere, somehow. Oh, I'm gonna be on Bigo too. Bigo. The reason why I decided to go on and get in where I fit in with Bigo is because I've been wanting to do these music battles with Mo and play some good music for y'all. Bigo is another opportunity to do that. And unlike TikTok, which unfortunately has where you have to have the 1,000 follower rule for you to be able to cam up, over Bigo, anybody can cam up. So you don't have to have that rule in place to forego you from being able to cam up to have conversations. But I'll be able to play my music, the music that I love, little R&B slow jams, some oldie but goodies, some good rap music, maybe some jazz, neo soul, you know what I'm saying, contemporary jazz, whatever the case may be. So if you on Big O, holla at your boy. If you're not on Big O, I got a link in my stories on IG. Click that, I'll get you a link and use my little Kizzo, get some little bonus credits and things. Holla at your boy. But anywho, back to what I was saying. Listen, hi Applehead, I see you in the building. Smile, because you never know what it might do for somebody, including yourself. Look at evolution. Shut the figgity out. More importantly, love on somebody on purpose, with purpose, huh? And listen, I'm not anti you. I'm pro me with the emphasis on building way. So the next time, until I'm gonna let that marinate your melon. Until the next time we can chop it up and have a tay-to-tay. People still in them lines. Until we can chop it up and have a tay-to-tay. Until that day, I holla. Evolution, I holla. Listen. And I'm still looking for my rib. My rib. I'm out. Let me stop bullshit with you. I'm out.